Rogue. The Nissan Rogue just won a huge award, and they got the #1 compact SUV from Motor Trend this year in 2023. So that's exciting news. Also read an article just a minute ago on cars.com that it was rated the #1 SUV too as well in the compact series. So that's a great job. They're racking up the awards, and for good reason. You know, I've been telling folks for a while now that this is one of the best SUVs on the market when it comes to the CRV, the RAV4, the Rogue, you know, any type of Hyundai, the Forester, you know, those cars are great cars. Okay, don't get me wrong, they're great cars, but the Nissan Rogue is the best in class right now, and for good reason. So I want to kind of show you just a few things about the Rogue. I'm going to switch over here because I want you to see it and what it is. So basically, if you go here, this is the Rogue, and then this is under Motor Trend site. Okay, it's not something I made up, but it scored an 8.8 out of 10. Okay, so that's really, really good. It edged out the CRV. The CRV was at 8.7. Okay, so it just edged it out. But you know, look at the fuel mileage. Okay, this is one thing I like about the Rogue. The Rogue in town gets 30 miles per gallon and 37 on the highway, to where the CRV, right, this is 2023, gets 28 and 34. So it outperforms that too as well. And then of course the Forester came in at #3 at 8.6 out of 10, and it gets 26 miles a gallon and 33 on the highway. So it really knocked it out in part. And if you see, Toyota is down further. The Mazda came in above the Toyota. Both Mazdas came in. So, and then the RAV4 finished in 7th. Okay, and I've been telling my customers this for a while, that I really like the Rogue just because of the sleek look. It's not long. Okay, the only complaints I've been getting about it, it's a little boxy. Okay, but that's the style now. So it's still aerodynamic enough in order to get great fuel mileage at 37 miles a gallon. So that's, you know, unheard of. You know, when I first started selling almost 10 years ago, the Rogue was getting about 30, 31. And then, you know, the newer body style came in, and for every about 3 or 4 years, it gained a mile per gallon as they, you know, improved the technology. So a lot of people say, well, you know, I don't really want the CVT. I don't want the CVT. Well, here's the thing with CVT. It gives you that fuel efficiency. If you treat it right, do your maintenance, don't pull anything. Okay, if you do pull something with a Rogue, it's really not made for it. You can put a hitch on the back of it and carry luggage and stuff in a small utility trailer under, I believe it's 750 pounds. So it's not rated a lot. So as long as you take care of it, it'll take care of you. If you're a customer now and you have a Rogue and you go through your oil changes, because with us, when you buy, you get 6 oil changes, 6 tire rotations. You got 3 years of 30,000 miles to use that. Okay, so basically every 6 months or 5,000 miles, you change the oil. Okay, but we use a synthetic blend that's made for that motor. So a lot of people will go get oil changes at one of these fast lube places, not knocking them, but the problem that you're going to have and you're going to run into is you got to make sure they don't put conventional oil in. Okay, so you put conventional oil in it, #1, the engine's really not made for it, so you need to look at your owner's manual and do what's right for you. But as far as get back to the Motor Trend, that was my little rant there. But you know, some of the good things, I'm going to go to the pros and cons, because I want to show you that if I can find it. But the pros and cons to this car are pretty good. All right, and honestly, it's going to give you a hybrid version, and honestly, I'm just not down with that. I just don't think it's very good because there are a lot of cons. All right, so the pros are most powerful Rogue so far. Okay, so now what they did go, I'm gonna get out here. They did actually go to a 3-cylinder turbo. Okay, and a lot of people say, well, I don't know if I like a 3-cylinder turbo. All right, well, the good thing about that, all right, I'm gonna put a little ticker down here. This will give you good information. It's gonna scroll down to the bottom. kind of cool. I'm just kind of messing around. But anyway, the pros and cons to the Rogue. So let's go over that right now. All right, let me switch back. I'm going to switch back. All right, so the pros, most powerful Rogue so far. So they went to a 3-cylinder turbo. That's why you get a little bit better fuel mileage too as well. It's more efficient. But really, you don't lack a lot of power, okay? I have a lot of people that go from a V6 to this, and that's the first thing I say. Let's make sure it has enough power. Had a customer come out of the Ford Explorer. I wanted to make sure that they were fine with the power. I let them drive the car, let them test it out, a real test drive. Okay, I don't know how you test drive cars, but I'll put you through a real test drive, and you'll find out. Make sure it does have power. So in a CVT, they like to get the car up to about 45 miles an hour and then just hit the gas, and there's no shift shock, so it just pulls you right on through to where you need to go. So that's why it's very fast, very efficient vehicle too as well. But the other thing is the efficient 3-cylinder engine, and then strong safety scores. So this Rogue, okay, the Motor Trend's not really basing it off safety, okay? They're basing it off the performance of the vehicle, the technology, all the different things. But Motor Trend really liked it. Now the cons over here, it says not as quick as some in the class. I don't know about that one, okay? I had some people saying it's very loud when revved. That is maybe, but that's if you're coming out of a 6-cylinder. But if you're used to a 4-cylinder, this car is not that loud. So I can agree with 50% of that. I'd be on the fence on that. And then still no hybrid option. Okay. The reason, like I said, I've been here a long time with Nissan. The biggest reason they're not doing that hybrid, because it only gets usually 1 mile per gallon difference. All right. So why would you want to go out and spend another, $4,000, $33,000 and go to a hybrid model, right? And then turn around and only get you 1 mile per gallon difference. It's not worth it, because if the battery goes out, the car doesn't function right. I've had to trade several people out of cars because the battery quit working on the hybrid and the gasoline engine was confused. They didn't know because it switches back and forth. So there's cons to it, yes. But those are not going to stop you from buying that car, and that's why they named it #1. But they got to come up with something negative, right, to say. But as far as technology-wise, the Rogue is loaded with technology and standard on it. All of the safety features, it's got great safety features. I'm going to kind of go through here again and just kind of look at what they did on it. So to give you a little history on the Rogue. All right. Nissan's a compact crossover. It's been our best sellers. I don't know. My time, the Altima was always until about 2016, 17. That's when SUVs started really getting high. But in 2021, that's when they went to actually a 2.5 4-cylinder. So you have to be careful when you're buying a used car and you're wanting a turbo. You got to make sure, because the 21, when it came out, it was still a 2.5. And then with all the changes to the emissions and to being more efficient, and cars had to average 30 miles per gallon from the Versa all the way up to our biggest truck, the Titan or Armada. It had to average 30 miles a gallon. So then they had to redo the engine. They put this 3-cylinder turbo in there, and they've had the turbos for a long time, and it performs well. I've owned one. They're fun to drive. They really are. So I challenge you. It's like, well, I don't really know. I don't really want, a 3-cylinder. I don't want turbo. They're fun. They're very fun to drive. So, and then of course this vehicle fits in between the Kicks and the Murano. So, if you're wanting something small, maybe for just two of you, Kicks is good with the Murano. So, they really do good. The direct competitors in that class are Toyota, the RAV4, the Honda CR-V, and the Subaru Forester are the kind of the top models out there as far as sales wise. And, we think that Nissan definitely has the best at that. So, safety features, the Nissan Rogue are in 5-star overall safety rating. As you can see there, the ratings are very, very high. The Rogue isn't getting a loan, is getting a lower IIHS of the year. So it has the crash tests have gotten real strict. So the CRV is the only, compact to get that 2023 top safety pick so far. But Nissan, takes safety very, very, very serious. And I'm sure they're going to fix that because they're going to win. Okay. And then this is something that Nissan really wants people as sales professionals as myself, they want us to push that every Rogue is going to be equipped with, automatic emergency braking. So when somebody stops in front of you, it's going to stop if you don't respond. Rear emergency braking, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert. So it monitors cars going behind you, like in a parking lot or backing out of your driveway. It's going to notify you there. And then also traffic sign recognition is also offered on some of the higher trim levels, and like a Pro Pilot Assist, which is an advanced driving system. All right, that's going to be on there too as well. So those are just a few, good features that you need to keep your family safe. So those are some things, take very, very serious. But, getting number one is just been awesome. So I just wanted to share that with you, and I wanted to share why, the Nissan Rogue is doing that. And like I said, this is a very hard award. As you saw, there was like, a tenth of a percentage point per, separated, all five of the top selling SUVs on the market, right? So RAV4 is a top selling SUV. Okay, they probably sell more than a Nissan goes. Okay, I'm just telling you like it is, but it's not necessarily the best pick, right? So and Motor Trend does a really good job. So keep all that in mind when you're looking for your next new car. And I'm your car expert. I'll tell you straight up, if I have a car on the lot that I won't sell, I won't sell it. I want to make sure that I take care of you. I'm going to give you great customer service. I'm going to give you exceptional. That's my job, is to make car buying easy, because everybody hates buying cars. I had a gentleman here the other day, just does not like buying cars. Okay, nobody does. I hate the process, so I try to make it smooth. I try to make it world class, and I'm in the middle of changing the way that I sell cars and the way I deliver cars, and in the whole process. So if you're looking for somebody you can trust me. I'll be straight up with you. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me anytime. All my information is going to be below. Up here, right there, is a QR code for those that understand what that is. You just take your camera on there and you scan it, touch the little yellow URL that comes up. It'll take you to my link tree, which is all of my Facebook page, my Snapchat, all that stuff is built in there. Videos, I try to do videos on all the cars so people get to know what the Nissan's all about. And then, of course, you get to see me, get to know me through those videos to make that car buying process easy. That's the only reason I do it. I don't do it because I love it, because I really don't love the camera, but I know it's how I can reach you all faster. So again, Aaron the Car Guy, let me help you find your next new car. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day.